Hello everybody, this is DeanoGTO, and today we're going to be talking about the French tank destroyer line. And I'm actually going to quickly jump into a game while I'm explaining what the topic of this video is. So, the French TD line. So, it's an interesting scenario that they're in right now. If you haven't looked at the 9.20 common test, balance changes or whatever they called it, you won't know what I'm talking about. I recommend you read that article about the French TDs if you want more information. But what's essentially happening is the Foch 155, the current Tier 10 French tank destroyer, is being replaced by the MX-50 Foch B, which is basically going to be a 6-shot autoloader, 400 alpha per shot gun, instead of the 3-shot autoloader 155mm gun. But unlike with the Waffentrager E100, the Foch 155 is not being removed from the game. Instead, what is happening is the Foch 155 is going to become a vehicle kind of like the Object 260, T55A, T28 HDC, and the Stug 4. Not a premium tank, but kind of like a Clan Wars vehicle. As in, you can transfer your, as far as I'm aware, that's how Clan Wars vehicles work, so I really don't know. I don't have any, but I think it's better just to say it kind of like the personal mission tanks, where you can move your crews back and forward to and from them without any penalty, and yeah, it's just pretty handy. Let's see, can I get a shot into any of these guys here? I'm probably oh god, and there's a lot of artillery. What is with the artillery right now? Also, I didn't even notice that guy was there for a minute. Also, I don't know what's happened to me lately, but I just seem to be using auto aim all the goddamn time for some reason. And yeah, blind shot for the win. Damn it. Probably should have aimed that properly. Never mind. Killed him off. And let's see. Oh, there's an area of 44 over there too. I should probably kill that guy before. Oh, never mind. Just gotta kill this guy off here now. Oh, wow, he got obliterated. Holy crap. My team is just owning their team at this point, and yeah, wasn't even fast enough to actually get a shot off there. So our team is just demolishing their team right at this point. So that's pretty awesome. But I guess that's probably because there's no heavy tanks in this game that are top tier. So I guess that's probably the reason why this game has been a little funny in that regard. One shot into him, and that's him dead too. So this game's actually been okay so far. It's actually, usually the gameplay style for this thing is a lot more slower paced. That's why I planned to explain what was happening in the actual gameplay. But this game has been very, very quick, so I haven't even had a chance to. So what's happening is, I think I've already said this here, but the Foch B is going to replace the Foch 155. But the Foch 155 is going to basically become a personal mission vehicle. That's the best way of describing it, pretty much. And I really need to stop being an idiot with the auto aim. And this IKV is nearly dead already. The reload on this thing is actually pretty solid in those kind of engagements. Ha, sweet. Did that perfectly. Let's see. Kill that guy off. Can't get a shot on that guy. This has actually been a pretty good representation of what you can do in the right situation in this tank. But I should just point out right now, this is there's no chance in hell every game will be like this in this tank. This tank is very, very random with how well you can do in it. Some games you will do appallingly bad. Some games you will do extraordinarily well. There's no real middle ground. There's no just games in this tank. It's either really, really good or it's just awful. That's pretty much the two extremes. And yeah, don't think I'm gonna get a top gun here, but 1800 damage, not too bad for a tier 7 game. And I should just point out the highest mastery level I've ever actually been able to obtain in this tank is a 2nd class mastery. I haven't been able to get anything higher than that, annoyingly. 5 kills, not too bad. what was I going to say there? I've forgotten already. The second class mastery is the highest mastery I've ever actually been able to obtain in this vehicle. But I got high caliber there, that's pretty sweet. 2006 damage. Wow, T67 is completely balanced. And yeah, I'm using premium count right now because I'm trying to speed up the grind as much as possible while still making credits, while still using the strong coffee consumable. That's my plan, at least. So my plan is to unlock the SE48, and then come back later and unlock the SE48, just have it there, potentially have it sitting in my garage, continue grinding through this thing here, get the 100mm unlocked, and then from that point on, just kind of like grind up free XP to eventually unlock this here without still having to play the tank anymore. So yeah. So my question here today is going to be pretty much it's pretty much a two-part question. Let me know what are your top 5 French TDs, from like 5 being the worst and 1 being the best. Like, I've got a feeling like if I include the tier 5 and all in that there, that the tier 5 will probably be pretty consistently number 1. Like I would say number 5 would probably be like if you were limited to say tier 6 to tier 10, tier 6 would probably be Aero V39 would be number 5. The tier 7 would be number 4. Tier 8 would be number 3, Tier 10 would be number 2, and Tier 9 would be number 1. That would be my guess at the general, rankings that you would probably see. So yeah. And also let me know what tier you were at, and let me know if you're actually going for the foch 155 prior to risk removal, and are you trying to get it as a special vehicle, and let me know what tier are you going from in order to try and get the foch 155, because my guess is because the common test was announced today and it's actually being tested, I think now, I'm probably going to leave that downloading while I'm actually editing this video. So yeah, just to have it so that I can potentially jump into it probably sometime tomorrow. Try and get some gameplay of the new vehicles. Like when you change tank destroyers potentially and the foch B, things like that. But yeah, I'll probably go into detail on all the stuff that's happening in 9.20 in a separate video. But the most important thing here right now is let me know like what tier you were at when you started going for the foch 155, like after this was announced, and let me know what was the other detail. Oh, let's see. Damn. This is dumb. Why am I getting so aggressive? This is really dumb. Oops. Damn it, don't want to ram into you. I want to try and get out of here, if I'm completely honest. I just realized I was being stupid and being way too aggressive. Yeah, I need to fix that. I can't get away very quickly if I don't have a fully operational engine. I should probably dive back down behind this house. Yeah, that's probably my best bet. So, let's see, what else do we need to say here? Yeah, so I think I've already talked about the questions I want to ask about in this video, so let's talk about the tanks themselves. So, annoyingly, the tier 7 and tier 8 have very different crew compositions. Like, the tier 7 has a pretty standard, honestly, crew composition of commander, gunner, loader, driver, and radio operator. Meanwhile, the tier 8 for some reason has two gunners and no radio operator. So this thing is going to be, this grind's obviously going to be annoying purely because of that fact on its own. So let's see. So you have to actually grind up a whole new gunner in order to actually be able to do the grind. Seriously? God damn it, gun. And that was awful. And yeah, medium tanks will hand your ass to you in this tank. And I can't pen that, so I have to end there. But luckily you do have a relatively quick reload, and damn it, he knows exactly... Ah, shite. See, you can't play aggressive in these tanks, and that's infuriating for me, because like, I feel like you could be aggressive in the tier 8, but this thing here, I'm trying to prepare myself how to play the tier 8 by playing the tier 7 in the same sort of way that I plan to play the tier 8, but I can't get away with anything in this tank. I feel like I just die every time I do anything in this tank. It's really annoying. So yeah, I've had like 1 or 2 scenarios where it's actually worked for me and where I've actually been lucky with the outcome whenever I've been aggressive. So let's see. Let's see. So yeah, I think I'm gonna leave this here. I know it's a bit of a shitty note to leave this off on, but I kind of need to just get this out there so I can ask you guys like what you guys want to do and make sure like everybody's aware of like what's happening with the foch 155, because maybe not everybody reads the news for the contests and stuff like that there. So yeah, so I'm going to end this video off here, even though it's kind of a shitty place to end it off. But yeah, pretty much to summarize, the gun in tier 7 at least is very, very random, not particularly consistent. It's fast firing, which can makes up for it, but it just means that it's fast firing and remains inconsistent. So that's pretty much all that happens. Like, but it's one of those things that throw enough shit at the wall, eventually something will stick. That's pretty much what this thing is. Let's see. Wow, I just noticed all their tier 9s are dead. How? They had some of the, I don't even know. But yeah. The tier 8 I expect to be more the same. I think the gun I would advise to use on this tank is the DCF-45. Using the 100mm is not a good option because now we're going to traverse really long aiming time. Even though it has more alpha, not a good option because of the atrocious aiming time. The tier 8 you can justify using the 120mm because you can be a little more aggressive in the tier 8, but the 100mm is probably the best bet, honestly. So yeah, and the tier 9 only get 1 gun option, so yeah. That's pretty much everything I can really say about this here right now. And if you've played through the French heavy tank line, you'll have all the modules, like engine wise and rear wise, unlocked already from the heavy tanks, providing you unlocked all the modules on the heavy tanks. So you won't have to grind out any modules in that regard, so that's pretty handy for you if you have done that already. So yeah, so let me know. I'm just going to repeat the questions again. So let me know what tier were you at. Like I was at tier 7 as an example. I'm heading towards tier 8 as fast as I can. Honestly, I'd say like this is the way I would say this here. So if you're at tier 8 or 9, I would say go for this as hard as you can. I think you have a really, really good chance of actually getting to tier 10 before the changeover happens, because I guess we have like 3 or 4 weeks to do this. And if you're at tier 7, it's about 50-50, and if you're at tier 6, I would say it's probably about a 30% chance. Tier 5, probably about 10%, 10 or 15% chance. So, although saying that there, tier 5 is a relatively quick round. Like, if you have a lot of free XP, use it on tier 6, if I'm completely honest. Get past that stock gun, because that stock gun is one of the worst stock guns in the game. And also, I think what you need to do for the RLV-39 is free XP the tracks, so you can mount the 105mm off the bat. That's pretty much what I did. So yeah, I believe that's everything I really need to say. So let me know everything I've asked in the comment section below, and I will see you in the next one. Oh, actually, by the way, I just noticed that it's actually game's over, so I figured I might as well go over the result screens. Bottom 5 of the team, awful game, but that's to be expected. So yeah, so as I said, thanks for watching. I will see you in the next one.